How to prevent communicable diseases. Now if we get infected, what preventions we should take so that we are not spreading this disease from ourselves to somebody else, and secondly, and how to protect ourselves from that disease. There are certain points which I am taking here. These are: keep your surrounding clean. You should keep your surrounding clean means your residential, beside your residential area, you should keep your surrounding area also clean. Maintain personal hygiene. That means you should clean yourself. That means you should use cleaner clothes. You should take bath if advised. And you should keep yourself. Personal hygiene should be maintained properly. Get vaccinated. If there is a disease and a vaccine is available for it, we should get ourselves vaccinated. Use antibiotics sensibly. We should not use, as I told earlier, the antibiotics we should not use of our own. If these are prescribed by the doctor, only then we should use them. Stay at home if you are infected. That means you should stay at home if you are infected, so that to prevent the spread of the disease, as we are doing nowadays. Eat sensibly and smartly. Eating sensibly and smartly means you should eat healthy diet which enhance your immunity and which is good for your body also. Disinfect the area of residence. You should disinfect your area. That means outside your house as well as inside your house. That means you should clean your toilet, should be cleaned with some disinfectant. Floors should be cleaned with disinfectant, as we are doing nowadays. We should wash our hands regularly, and even we should use hand sanitizers. Don't share personal belongings. When we are infected, we should not share our personal belongings with anybody, because these are contaminated and we can spread the infection to other healthy persons. Here is a table which is showing some common human diseases caused by microorganisms, their causative microbe and mode of transmission, and preventive measures. Some of these diseases are, for example, tuberculosis. It is caused by a bacteria. It is an airborne disease. It spreads through air. How we can prevent ourselves from this disease is: keep the patient in complete isolation. Keep the personal belongings of the patient away from those of the others. Vaccination is also available. You have been vaccinated in your younger age. That means that vaccine is BCG, as I have already explained in my last presentation. Then there are other airborne diseases such as measles, chickenpox, polio. These are all caused by viruses, and they again are spread. Measles is spread by air. Chickenpox spreads by air as well as direct body contact, because the chickenpox, there are sores on the body through which the fluid comes out, and if we touch such person, those can be go into our body also. Polio, this is again a viral disease, and it is spread by through air as well as water, contaminated water or contaminated air. The preventive measures are same as those I explained for the tuberculosis. Again, there are next cholera and typhoid. Cholera and typhoid both are caused by the bacteria. These are waterborne diseases, and some contaminated food can also give us these diseases. How we can maintain, preserve ourselves from these preservative measures for us? Maintain personal hygiene, good sanitary habit, consume properly cooked food, and boiled drinking water. We can also get vaccination for these diseases. Now next is hepatitis A, which is commonly known as jaundice. This is another viral disease, and it spreads through water and contaminated food. Preventive measures are: drink they drink boiled water, and we should also get vaccinated against it. Malaria. It is caused by a protozoan. We have discussed it, Plasmodium vivax. It is spread by insect, mosquito. The preventive measure for this is to stop the spreading of these mosquito. How we can do that? Use mosquito net and repellent, spray insecticides, and control breeding of mosquito by not allowing water to collect in our surrounding. That means in our cooler, in our drum, or anywhere. If there is a water, please throw it away or spray insecticide on it. So in this way, this table shows us various diseases and how they are spread. Disease causing microorganism in plants. There are certain microorganisms which attack the plants and they spoil our crops. Several microorganisms cause diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, and others. The diseases reduce the yield of crops. They can be controlled by use of certain chemicals called germicide or insecticides and certain pesticides which kill the microbes. Some common plant diseases caused by microorganisms. There are some examples of some microbes which infect our crops. This plant diseases. These are called citrus canker. This is caused by a bacteria. It is again a airborne diseases. Most of the stress plants get infected with this disease and we can lose our crop. Rust of wheat. This is a fungal disease. This is mode of transmission is air or through seeds. These also again it infects our crops and our many other vegetables, because of which the crop production decreases and it is a loss for farmers. Another is yellow vein mosaic. This is mostly in case of okra or bindi. This is a viral disease. It is transferred from insects. There are such diseases also found, same type of disease. This is also found in certain other crops. They get spoiled and then this is a big loss for the farmers. Thank you, students. This was all about the disease causing pathogens which cause diseases in human beings, animals, and also in plants. We have discussed about it in detail. I hope you have understood it well. Thank you. Stay blessed. Stay at home.